Hi guys, it's Vicky. Me love Bono. Long time, no hands, right? I just had to get on here and share some of the layouts that I've put together over, the past month or two. I've definitely been MIA, missing in action, on YouTube. Mostly it's summer. I am soaking up every minute I can spend with Nader Tater because, of course, when he goes to school now, we don't have him as much. And I'm just taking in every darn second I can spend with that kid. Our summer has been awful in Cincinnati. We have a beautiful in-ground pool, and I don't mean to be flaunty or show-offy about that. It's about all we have. Our cars are older and paid off. We don't go on lavish vacations. Our house and our home is our pleasure. Normally, I'm in that pool 6 days out of 7. But because our nights have been so chilly here, the water is very cold. It's not that I have to have bath water, but if it's chilly water, like 79, 80 degrees and under, it's not good for me. And it's just been such chilly evenings. I haven't been in the pool but maybe 3 or 4 times this year. It doesn't mean I'm not by that pool. So, I've been keeping busy. It's summer. Anyway, me and Walter are here, and I just didn't feel like I could put these layouts in my albums until I shared them with you guys. I don't know why. Maybe it's that good old OCD thing again. Anyway, I wanted to share these. I'm not sure how well I'll remember the papers, but if you're a YouTuber, you'll know the papers better than I do anyway. Let's get started. It's a 12 by 12 layout. You'll see I made this very plain, and this will probably be the page that starts the summertime 2013 photographs. Now this will go in an album that's labeled 2013. And in this portion will be my summer photos and layouts. This is my son on a raft. This is a 5 by 7. I used Photoshop to turn the picture black and white, but to add just a little bit of color here in the swan. I really like this. It's so peaceful and relaxing. It's just white avalanche on black cardstock, some white thickers, and away you go. I'll zoom in. He didn't even know I was taking this picture. But he liked it once he saw the layout. Here's another 12 by 12. It's Nate just sitting on the steps, and I was standing there by him. We were chatting and talking, and he gets the most beautiful brown tanned skin in the summertime. And I was just looking at him, floating around there on the steps, and I had to take a picture. So I sewed around the edge of the photographs using a blue metallic thread that I picked up from Joann. You'll see it's a blue cardstock. This is from the Creamy collection by Die Cuts with a View that my buddy Irish XO picked up for me. Colleen, hi, thank you, love you. I used, here we go. I think this is the Echo Park collection, like It's a Boy's Life or something like that. This is My Mind's Eye, one of the tags from like last year. I'm really trying to use up my old products. This is from, can you see? Oh, hang on, guys. I'll go down. You'll see along the edge there. There. I just offset the creamy blue paper by a little bit and put some die cuts with a view. I don't know what the name of the card paper stack is, but it is so very similar to the POW paper. Is it POW or WOW? The glitter cardstock by American Crafts, just like it. Just like it, except much cheaper. And it's die cuts with a view. It comes in a paper pad, and I love it. It's as smooth as butter. And I use some stickers. You know, I buy all these stickers. I seldom use them. So, once again, I'm really trying to use my stash. And you'll see it's a bunch of stickers and a little journaling with my white Uniball Signo gel pen. Let me zoom in. I hope you can see that metallic thread. It is gorgeous. And I am loving that creamy cardstock from Die Cuts with a View. This was very easy to make. And the journaling reads, we get our cold drinks, we slip into our flip-flops, yours are camo with matching sunglasses, and we play all day in the pool. Listen, cut me a break. I'm just trying to use those stickers. And this says, clearly up to no good. And there's my little cluster. Not much has changed with me, guys. I'm still trying to learn how to layer. Another 12 by 12. I used like the sun pattern. This is great paper, the Pier collection. You'll see I used some of my cardstock or chipboard die cuts from Neapolitan by American Crafts. These brads are also Neapolitan. This is Logan and this is Nady laying on the diving board. I had them, you know, pose for this layout. Here's my sequins. The little hearts are from Studio Calico. These hearts are Heidi Swap. I put a little, I don't know what you would call this, like through here. It's like a metallic cording. Boy, I'm out of shape on doing videos, aren't I? Anyway, these are Instagrams. I'm actually on Instagram now. Most of all, just because I like to have my pictures developed using the whole Instagram filters thing. And I just joined that maybe a month ago. I love the pictures. And they're like 4x4. I get them developed at Walgreens. Walgreen.com has an app you can download and send your Instagrams right over to them, and they'll have your prints ready in less than an hour. Well, usually right about an hour. But I sewed with that same blue metallic thread. I dribbled some Glimmer Glam on here by Tattered Angels. I found out about that from Nicole, who does process videos. I can't remember the rest of her name, but she does a great process video, and she uses Glimmer Glam or Glimmer Glaze. I thought it was Glimmer Glam, but it's not. It's Glimmer Glaze. So the first few Glimmer anythings that I bought Glimmer Glam. Apparently, it's the wrong thing, but I still like the Glimmer Glam. The thing about Glimmer Glam and Glimmer Glaze, it doesn't seem to absorb into the paper as much as our sprays and inks and paint will. I like that because I don't like when we dribble our paint and then it soaks in so much. It looks like an accident. This looks on purpose. My sequins are like 4mm and 5mm. And let me zoom in. Carol, I'm really trying to use my brads too. I have tons and tons of brads, so I've just made them much more accessible when I'm scrapbooking, and I find that I am using them more. But that's my little sun goddesses, sun gods, soaking up the sun. And here's a closer look at the stitching. This is the coolest blue thread, but oh, I wish you could get, it's not going to show up. It's very metallic and sparkly though. I sure hope I do not offend anyone with this layout. If you have kids in the room, I'm going to be saying a curse word, so get them out of the room if, you don't want them to hear mild curse words. Alicia, Leanne, that means you. Get out of the room. No, you can stay. You've heard this one before. And I just want to send a special shout out to my little nieces that I love from pieces, and they're from my sister from another mister. So what would I call them? My other mister pisters? I don't know. But whatever they are, I love them. They're the cutest young women. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Leanne. I'm still thinking about a special video just for you. Okay, so this is a photograph. Let me set this up a little bit. Let me zoom in. This picture is one of my favorite pictures of all times. This is my son. He was maybe 2 years old. We was on Jacksonville Beach, Florida. And I mean, I was probably like 7, 8 feet away from this. We were walking back to sit down in the sand. I turn around and this is what's going on. My 2-year-old son and this 2-year-old little girl are their eyes are locked. What is this? Anyway, for those of you who have sons, you know how the girls can be. So, I wanted to do something really special with this photograph because it is one of my favorites. But I just didn't know what to do. So I sat with the picture and thought about all of my feelings as I looked at it. Up here, you'll see I used all paper is from the Maggie Holmes collection. Oh my gosh, do you love that collection so much? I was so anxious to see her new collections and designs from CHA this summer. I was a little disappointed, but I'm not going to let that bother me. I want to see it again when it's up for sale. That's when you start to do business, is when it's time to buy it. Sometimes I watch the CHA videos of the new collections and I'm like, oh, I don't know. But then once I see they're for sale, I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta have that. In fact, I gotta have 3 pieces of that paper. So we'll see. But I'm loving the Maggie Holmes collection. Anyway, you'll see that what I did is just wrote different sentiments. It's all in good fun, but it's based on what I felt when I was looking at this picture. I felt like I would say, oh, hell to the no. I mean, look at them. They can't even write their own names yet. Look at the little flirtation. Okay, so then I put, okay, the show is over. Keep it moving, Blondie. Her. She's out to get my son, isn't she? Then over here it says, yeah, thank you, and drive through, please. And down here I put unbelievable things Mom would say. This is from, oh, you can't even see. Okay, guys, let me zoom out. This is Thickers. I forget what it is. It is 2 different fonts. This is one of those little vellum, like die cuts from American Craft. This was from like Life in Bits and Pieces, I think. This is Kelly Perky's new alphabet stickers. I picked that up at Simon Says Stamp. I don't know what this font this is, but it is Thickers. This is a Heidi Swapp banner. Let me zoom out now. This over here, like the teal colored, is the Oh Snap alphabet stickers. You'll see I have right down here, I'll zoom in, that is another one of the vellum hearts. This little frame is from Webster's Pages. The pinwheels I picked up at Joann.com. I'm not sure what stickers these are. These, the little birds, is a stamp set I picked up from 123stitch.com. And if you type that in, use the numbers 123. Don't spell it out. The journaling reads, oh, and then this is the ampersand is a Studio Calico stamp. It reads, this is one of my favorite pictures of all time. We were visiting Sandy in Jacksonville Beach, Florida. I was several feet away when Eric and this little girl locked eyes. I mean, really? He was 2 years old. I guess the writing was on the wall even then. But it is a cute picture, and it's dated June of 1985. And I use that wallpaper because of what I said about the writing on the wall. Don't you just love the beach and the ocean? Now, I amped up the saturation in Picasso, my photo editing software, just a little bit with that photograph before I had it printed out. And again, I don't print my photographs. I send them off to Walgreens. Another 12 by 12 with pictures from this summer, Instagrams, 4 by 4. I cut these clouds out from a 12 by 12 piece of paper. Have no clue what it is. The cardstock is from an old Die Cuts with a View paper stack. I really am trying to use my old products, and gosh, I feel so good when I do that. Like, for instance, these fish have to be at least 6 to 8 years old, but I found a way to use them. It reads, time to feed my fishies, and it's Nate and Logan up by the shiny steps in the pool. And there is a filter that I used with this Instagram. Let me zoom in, and the black cardstock is like Die Cuts with a View. So that was my jumping off point. You'll see I layered cardstock. Oh, and I used my little Fiskars wave punch for the waves. Oh, I'll tell you, I actually hesitated to show you this layout. It's not very good. But when I did this, my stepson was sitting here talking to me. So I kind of had my mind on him and was trying to get a layout done. And the background is my favorite, one of my all-time favorite collections, Sunshine Broadcast. And who did that? Sassafras Lass. And I put down stickers and then sprayed and then picked up the stickers. And it says, hello, overexposed. And I put little googly eyes here with like the mouth is wide open. I just layered some pictures here. I sprayed it with Studio Calico Ocean. Well, I misted it. And then I put some dribbles on it. This is just some yellow flowered vellum, a piece of washi tape. I got a lot of layers there, but I don't like it very much. This is one of those little flares that I made from that Epiphany tool. This is a rub-on from American Crafts. This little squiggly was the bottom that I cut off. The flare button down here, which I'll zoom in a minute, guys, is from the I Heart Summer collection by Simple Stories. The little paper clips, Studio Calico, and I used my Instax camera to take these pictures of Nate. This summer, I bought him a pair of bikini swimming trunks. Well, they're not trunks. Bikini swimwear. And they're SpongeBob, and I got him SpongeBob water shoes. Oh my gosh, he looks so funny in it. It's almost a little creepy, actually, and I didn't think he would wear it, but he did, and he loved it. I tell you, this kid has my sense of humor and personality. Hip hip hooray. I mean, he does things for fun. He's not worried that his little butt cheek was hanging out a little bit. But anyway, I took some pictures with my Instax outside, and I felt like Overexposed was talking about his little hiney cheeks and the camera. The journaling reads, you were the best dressed kid at the pool. SpongeBob bikini bottoms, SpongeBob water shoes, and a big yellow ball to match. You and I loved the outfit. Dad, not so much. Oh, and I used one of those little arrow paper clips from Two Peas in a Bucket. I'll zoom in, guys. It's self-explanatory. I don't know where that little heart came from, but I thought it was perfect for the title. I just wrote with one of my felt tip or gel pens. Those little paper clips. Colleen, I got you some of these paper clips. I've got to send them to you. I wish you could see his SpongeBob bikini pants better. I don't know. But it was just so funny. Okay, next one. This time around, I have a double page layout. This is also one of my favorite pattern papers ever. It's My Mind's Eye, but I can't remember. It was their summer line, I think last year or the year before. My Mind's Eye, Sunny something or another. I'll let you know. I'll put it up here on the screen, or if you really want to know what it is, check, leave a comment. But I just love this orange and yellow polka dot. Once again, I'm really diving into my old stuff. I'm trying to use things that I've held on to, the papers that I've bought because I adore and love and cannot get any longer. I'm using them. And this was just perfect because my son had on his yellow and orange Hawaii shirt. You'll see this is from, I think this is Paper Smooches. I colored it in using my Copics. Look, Laura, look what I did. This is Thickers. I think it's the Wonder font. And this is also Thickers, one of my favorite fonts, but I forget the name of it. And I just named it Sea Creatures. This is my stepson and my son. This is like the year 2000. I don't know if it's 2001, 2002, or 2003. You know, that's why you date things, because I would never dream that I would forget the year we took all the boys, which is our kids, to Florida. And we were there almost 3 weeks. I just loved it. I used to live in Florida and I have a lot of family there, so I really enjoyed being able to stay for that length of time. We were on Madeira Beach, and I guess I'll read you the journaling. It says, we were well into our vacation by the time these pictures were taken. It was 6 to 7 p.m. Ryan, Eric, and I decided to just get away from the condo. We ended up getting an ice cream and stopping at Madeira Beach. I think it was one of the best times of our trip. Usually the boys gave me such a hassle when they were this age for me to take their picture. And on this particular day, I mean, look at them. They were posing. Except over here where my son has to give me a dirty look because I yell, Eric, hey Eric, Eric, turn around, honey. You know, probably some cute girl walking by. Anyway, let me zoom in. It's just a black cardstock. I think this is Raven by Basil. Is this black? I sewed along the edge here using a yellow thread, and I layered the paper a little. There's my journaling. It's uneven. I don't care. There's my very few embellishments. Look at the lady. She's got on one of those bikini t-shirts. I just started up my computer, my laptop, which is holding up my whiteboard. Yes, I have quite the sophisticated setup. Ah, look at that beach. I'll never, ever stop missing Florida. On to the next one. This is another layout that I hesitated in sharing. But you know what? I don't think we're going to love every layout that we do. I know sometimes when I'm watching videos and someone says, I don't like this layout, or here's why I don't like it, or here's what I thought I was going to do with this layout. I love hearing their perspective on that layout. So I figured I wanted to share this one because I was going for something different. And as soon as I saw this picture, I knew what I wanted to do. I just didn't know if I had the supplies and what to use. Well, I did have the supplies, but it's still not my favorite layout. I don't like how it looks, but I think that in my head, I had the right idea. My idea was a good one. And what this is a picture of a sunset from Las Vegas. My son went to Vegas earlier this year, and I'm doing a whole album of his travels and places that he went. and I wanted to add this because it's just gorgeous. Upon looking at this picture, I wasn't doing the layout. I just knew that I wanted to use the title from the song by Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World. I wanted to use that as the title, and I wanted the words of that song on the layout. But I didn't know what else I was going to do. I don't necessarily like how this turned out, but I like the idea behind it. Did that make any sense at all? Probably not, but let's get going. Las Vegas Sunset, Sunshine Broadcast by Sassafras Lass. How gorgeous is this? These are Lily Bee design, or no, these are Storyteller alphabet stickers by Webster's. All the cursive is. Yeah, all of it is because it's all cursive. I sometimes get confused. Lily Bee Designs alphabet stickers and Webster's Storyteller stickers. Love both of those sticker products. I don't know where the little record came from. Probably, what's that one collection that was very 1960s? Once again, I forget, but I got these are all stickers. Here's the words to the song. I see trees of green, blah, blah, blah. And I just wrote it in pencil real lightly on the background. This says, from sunrise to sunset in a dream. I used some washi tape, some of our little enamel stickers, and I just outlined around the edges. The words were fading in, and I went over them with my black pen. I'm not crazy about that either. Like I said, I don't really like how it turned out, but I think the idea behind it was good. This may be one of those layouts I redo, and I do not redo layouts ever. Anyway, let me zoom in. My battery's about ready to run out. I will be back to share more layouts with you as soon as I get this uploaded and my battery charged. It's good to be back, guys. I hope that my layouts give you some inspiration and give you a jumping off point to do your layouts. Let me zoom in case the battery dies, and I'll be back soon. Thank you, guys.